Let me start again. One more time. To make 3 key points. It's about explain them. What's up, guys? Today for this video, I'm gonna start explaining how you can start adding weight onto your pull-ups. I know a lot of you guys are doing your pull-ups easily now, but you want to start adding weight. For me personally, I went from not being able to do any pull-ups to being able to do pull-ups with a fair amount of weight on the belt, explosively as well. I really love the exercise in general. I keep them in my routine. It just feels good to pull yourself up and pull extra weight as well. Doing it with good form, it is a nice feeling. So I know a lot of you guys also want to achieve that. Over this whole video, I'm going to be giving you guys a few tips that worked for me and will most likely work for you as well. You can put them into practice, test it out for yourself, and yeah, without further ado, that's it basically. That's the introduction, right? I don't have to talk too much about that. Yeah, let's get into the tips. Make sure you have a good strong base already before you start going into the weighted pull-ups. Make sure you can already lift your own body weight up comfortably with good technique, you know. Now there's no magic rep range, okay? So don't think once I get 8 to 12 reps, I'm gonna be able to pull this much up. I'm gonna be able to get my first muscle up. There's no magic rep range. What I'm saying is make sure you have a good base of strength before you're even thinking about it. But I'm guessing most of you guys have common sense and you already know that if you can't do one pull-up with your own body weight, then you probably can't do one pull-up with extra weight. All right, you need to be doing explosive, fast pull-ups. Now, you might be able to get 5 pull-ups, for example, right? But are all those pull-ups being done with max intent? Or do you start to see a little bit of a drop off in speed and quality around the 3 rep range? For example, what we want to do when we're doing explosive pull-ups is we're trying to recruit as much motor units as possible because we are using more intensity. So when you pull up fast, there is more intensity. When you are doing more reps, there is more volume. When we are pulling up as fast as we can, you want to be thinking, I'm trying to come off the bar as high as possible. I'm trying to get the bar down to my waist. I want to clap 3 times when I come to the top of the bar, for example. These are things that are going to help you do the pull-up with max intent. With max intent, we can relate it to a heavy pull-up. Why? Because when we're doing a heavy pull-up, specifically a 1 rep max, every time we're pulling up, we are pulling up as hard and as intensely as possible, with as much intent as we can really get out of that repetition in order to get that chin, to get that chest up to the bar with that heavy weight. So we are replicating that with explosive pull-ups because they are still max intent, right? However, this time we're not just trying to get the neck to the bar, we're trying to come up as high as we can. That's how you know you're utilizing max intent. With these tips, we are utilizing a very important training principle, the principle of variety. We want to make sure we are giving our body constant adaptations. Really important, make sure you're not doing the pull-ups fatigued. If you want to go for 3 reps, make sure all 3 reps are the same or even more intense each rep. But the intensity should be there. If you see it coming down, that's when you need to stop, rest for the next set to then repeat. Now this last tip is amazing. It's gonna blow your mind. My last tip is to perform negatives. What are negatives? Our body is stronger in that eccentric phase, so we can actually carry more weight on the way down. So you pull up, the way down is that eccentric phase, and we can actually take more weight. So what can we do? If we're trying to get more weight on the belt, one thing we can do is either use a bench, step, whatever you have. So for example, if you're doing 20 kilos on the belt, then maybe put on like 25 kilos or even 30 if you're feeling a little bit frisky that day. Hop onto the pull-up bar, use the step, maybe help yourself up with a little jump and control the eccentric. So one way of programming this or just having it out in a session, you can do your 2 reps, your 3 reps, your 1 rep with that weight, and then after, go on to the negatives. So not only can you do the negatives with more weight, you can do the negatives with the same weight, but after doing your full repetition. So 2 ways of using it: load on extra weight that you can't handle concentrically, and just do it eccentrically, or do it after the weight that you can handle concentrically and also do it eccentrically, okay? 20 plus 10, 30, yeah?